Hi, welcome back. So we are in Chapter 4, Lab Section 1. Before I start illustration on the details of this lab, I would like to share with you the following. This is a final product I call the Triple LP, and basically it is a digital software, and the function of this real software, or this is the interface, is to predict a lifelong learner's decision whether he or she will continue or drop out a training course. This actual product is based on a problem, and I call it Problem X. And the steps has been taken to convert this problem or to introduce solution for this problem was the final outcome in this interface. Now, reaching out from the problem to the final product has taken 4 major steps. Now, I will show you those steps backward. The 4th step was a software development episodes. In this episodes was to understand all the software writing skills that you need using any available programming language. The previous one, number 3, was machine learning and artificial intelligence. Since we are talking about prediction, I think it makes much more sense to use or to employ the most current what's so-called available buzzwords or hassles around the machine learning and artificial intelligence. Basically, they are the magic of using mathematics and linear algebra. But anyway, so in this step, you should be able to understand the fundamentals of algorithms, designs, prediction, etc., etc. The steps before the 3rd one is the steps of data mining and analysis or statistical analysis. Of course, in this step, you must be able to have the skills that qualify you to make all the essential analysis step and to mine the data that you have at hand, make it clean and ready for the 2nd step of prediction. So the 1st step was research, and that's where you are at the moment. So now I'm going to go forward. The idea was there has been a problem. So since you have the problem, the essential step you must do is to create a research question to investigate, and finally, based on your steps of investigation and the paradigm you use, you will end up with a final data set. This data set will give you the ability to answer the research question. Now, what do we need to do with this data set? Of course, we need to take this data set to the 2nd step of mining the data set, doing essential analysis in the data set. And finally, you can write your final results to introduce a certain solution. Up to this point, if you are a person who have come from non-technical background, I mean you don't have any computer science perhaps interest or background, now by the end of these 2 episodes, you will be sure that you are able to conduct research from the very start to the end, and you will be able to introduce a comprehensive data set that is ready to be taken for the steps of analysis, and finally you can be able to introduce a comprehensive results and finding and conclusion. Now, if you are a person from a technical background and you are interested to learn furthermore and you want to navigate to the next level by taking your finding and whatever results you have come up with and link it to a future events, that means you need prediction. You need something related to the future. You need to start to work the step beyond the knowledge, and that is intelligence. And this is where you need to engage in the step of learning the meaning of machine learning and artificial intelligence, not from generic or business perspective or marketing. It's not only by the use of handmade models that are ready to use, but actual skills that you can design and develop your own predictive model using the conceptual, actually mathematical understanding of machine learning and artificial intelligence. So once you are done with this step, you may take all the knowledge you will learn and apply it, the finding on this data set. And as a result, you will be able to introduce your own model or predictive model using any of the techniques and the knowledge you learn here. And finally, if you would like to make your final algorithm or the model that you have created live by giving it to the use for end users, you might need to learn some skills such as writing maybe a software, either desktop application, maybe web application, or even a mobile application. It doesn't really matter. But for this particular, I think we will be covering a desktop application and also web application. So the Big Bang of data science essentially as a program I have created and designed to create these 4 episodes of a life cycle of final product, a real final product. And based on this, each episodes, it's a kind of input to the next one all the way until the final product of triple LP. Now, in this very first episode, in the researcher from the start to the end, we will have to discuss the problem that we are designing this product for. So in this episode, we will have 2 labs. In the first lab, which is we are going to discuss in a moment, we will learn about the problem, who is the owner of the problem, and how they understand the problem, and what is our job as a consultant. And they will be followed with the second lab. In these 2 labs, we will employ all the knowledge that we learn about research from start to the end, using these technical implementation skills based on the academic knowledge of research. So you expect by the end of these 2 labs that you will be able to introduce this final data set. Now, the same things will be applicable to the second, third, and fourth. That we are about to start with the first lab. And I want you to know the story we're going to start up with now, it is going to sustain and live with us all the way to find it finally in the outcome of this final product. That was just a visual quick reminder and presentation. I believe you have watched the introduction, but I just wanted to remind you one more time on the importance to understand that this problem is going to live with us all the way till the end of producing the triple LP product. So I will see you shortly to explore the details on what we're going to learn in this lab number 1. So I will see you then.